Might be over. Hi, it's Catherine Pascuzzo, founder and CEO of Swank Creatie Inc. And this is Digital Marketing Happy Hour. And we're talking about social media content today. I am not the biggest fan of working on social media content. I've been doing work on social media content for 2009, but I find all my clients start the conversation with me about social media content. So I thought it'd be really great to create a video about it. And I have a really great template that I'm going to share with you for free. And then it can just be your go-to, and I can just let my clients go there and get inspired, because that's the key, is making content that you like and enjoy, because otherwise it feels like work. It really does. It can be daunting, and you think you have to, like, number one question, how many times do I need to post to social media? And it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't. What matters is being authentic and being consistent, right? Like, okay, once a month I'm here doing digital marketing happy hour, and yeah, and just doing what you like to do and coming through authentically through it. Because if you're not enjoying it, it's not going to serve you or your business. So what are the top 3 contents between Owen and Rachel, who are here with me today? What type of content do you enjoy? You can pop it in the chat. What types of things do you like to see? Do you actively go on social media to consume? You can chat if you like to. My top 3 are, I just really like to be amazed, like, and just, what is the word I use? Entertained, but just like, I like to go and just see people doing really amazing things, whether it's making art or just being awesome at what they do. Yeah, you like to go buyer wants and needs. Sellers top 5 things to do before you list. Yeah, those are good, right? Like, how to add value to your home. I love that stuff. I'm like, should I finish that bathroom reno before I list, or does it even matter? I like a second bathroom in my house, so I think we're gonna go through with it. We got a Game Boy. Have you seen one of these? When was the last time you saw one of these?
Wow.
I'm breaking out. They kept all my husband's old toys. So the boys opened up their gifts from Santa the other day. Hey! Yeah. And they're playing with.
That's impressive that still works.
Yeah. And sorry, I just gotta get some Pokemon on for a moment. But okay, I think I'm stuck again. But yeah, they still have all the old toys, and they opened their new toys, and then they just went back to play with the Ninja Turtles again. It was so funny. Yeah, so yeah, what I enjoy. I love to be amazed and entertained. And I go on social media to connect with friends and family and clients. Like, our flight got delayed and the chat was on Facebook. I went into Facebook Messenger to chat with the business. And then I like that I am being advertised things that are relevant to me, relevant to my interests. All right, you go on someone else's feeds. I go on other people's business pages all the time, and their world is completely different in mine. And I'm kind of, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's bad, but I like that I'm shown things that are relevant to my interests and kind of catered and curated. Yeah, that's what I like. What do you personally like? Do you go on, are you active on social media, Owen, or LinkedIn? Like, what do you
Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm just seeing what different content people are putting out that's actually eye-catching, that you don't swipe past it within a second.
Yeah.
Something different and new.
Oh
Something
yeah, you
that's
had a
not
fancy new,
copycat.
Yeah, video is really good. Like,
Yeah.
I just love like looking through listings. So your videos of listings are just like, I watch the whole thing. I'm just like, oh, let's see what's in this house. I'm such a snoop.
Yeah. Videos are big. I like seeing how different videographers are using different techniques and what's eye-catching and what's different. So
Hmm.
last
Hmm.
listing, I used someone completely different for that reason. And it's just changing the content up and keeping it fresh.
Got to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So you can do all types of content, but I think what I would recommend is do stuff that you like to see and enjoy watching and engaging with. And then chances are you'll find people that like the same stuff you like and that you vibe with as clients. And then I was going to go into how do you know what's working for you and your business? So you can go into, I'm going to see if I can share screen. Yeah. So you can go into your Facebook business and Meta, and you can go into your insights and your posts, or you can go to Google Analytics and we talked about this before. I don't know if I'm frozen. I'm doing something kind of funky on the screen here for me, but hopefully that's okay.
Your head's doing a shake, but the rest is good.
Yeah. Let's see what happens if I do this. Might not be able to, but I do have another video on how to find out what works. And you just look for the blips and you look for, you can look at the likes and you can look at, maybe I just you can look at the likes, but you can also just look at the link clicks and see who actually clicked through to your website from there. And you can add tracking as well to see who subscribed and who actually maybe even called you, depending on if you have thousands of people visiting your website every month, you might be able to track a few calls directly from your Facebook post, which is cool. There we go. So Meta Business likes to switch it up every once in a while. It's always kind of different. I'm going to my own. Swank, swank, swank. And you can change the timeline. So you could go for the full year or just the last month. Right, we did some extra. Mariana did, my co-op student did some work last month, so we got a boost. Right, so I can see the engaging stuff. You can actually sort them and see what's been working really well. And it depends on your goals, right? But holy moly, like whatever I did that day. Oh, that was Mariana's first post. It was like a for Andrew's brand, we did a sneak peek at his color board. People loved it. And we had a prompt too. We asked them to guess. This was an interview video, right? So you look for those blips, and then man, if I did this every week, I'd be getting some good traffic to my website and good engagement more consistently, right? So ultimately, do whatever you want, do what you love, make sure you tell people what to do. And it doesn't have to be a sales topic every time. It doesn't have to be a call to action to say like buy a house through me. It can just be like, tell me who you think would like a house like this, or like for example for our color palette, we're like, guess which brand this is for. And people just like to guess and like to chat and like the sneak preview. It can be anything. But especially if it's a listing, like post the link. I don't know. Oh, and is there strategy to that where you say where you wouldn't post a link to a listing because you want them to call you for more information?
I just ran an ad
Yeah.
through Facebook, which is, if you do it on your own, is not easy,
Mhm.
as you know.
Yeah.
When you're first starting out, you'll get rejected usually the first time, if not the second, but there's ways around that.
Yeah.
And
I've
I
got a
didn't
hack
post
that I
my
got.
price.
Pardon?
Yeah, I didn't post a price for that
Yeah.
sponsored ad, and it's had a huge amount
Mhm.
of clicks. And for this, how much did I spend on that ad? $60 for 10
Mhm.
days. So $10 or 60 for 7 days.
Yeah.
And I've had a tremendous amount of clicks, like 45 clicks in the last 2 days I saw this morning.
Yeah.
So
Because I want to know
that's
the
huge.
price.
They want to know the price, and then
Yeah.
once they click on it, then they can see it. Then it takes them to your funnel page and numerous other things. So it's taken me, a year to figure out how to get all that to post stuff
Yeah.
that actually generates business instead of just throwing $60 on a funnel.
Yeah. And you have email subscribers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do like a lookalike list. If you have really
Yeah.
highly engaged
And this is
clients.
Papa's old toy.
Yeah, that's a Star Trek toy. But yeah, you can do things to get really qualified audience people looking. And there's lots of little tricks you can do. And then you have like an email subscribe prompt that comes so quickly when they see the listing. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do, but you just have to tell them what you want them to do, whether it's to follow you, subscribe, comment. Like you can be really chill and cool about it, or if you really have something great to offer, just let them know to click through. But yeah, if you're not
You
telling people what to do,
give
they
them
just kind of move
info.
on. Pardon?
Yeah, give them info that's easy, or make them
Yeah.
work for it. Make them work for it as they've got to give you their email address and
Yeah.
they've got to click through.
I won't do a
If you just
giveaway. I won't do a
No.
giveaway without getting an email address. I
Yeah.
I want qualified leads entering my
I'll
content.
I'll tell you a quick trick. I just did it in an open house with realtors. Is
Yeah.
I said to the realtors, you can throw your business card in the bowl all you want, but here's my business card, i.e., they put your number in their phone.
Yeah.
And I need you to email me and give me a review of the house, what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you thought of the price.
Yeah.
I've done this about 3 times, and the engagement I've had from that is way better than just throwing a business card and someone giving it to verbally. Then you've got a relationship with that realtor again. So there's a few different ways of doing it, but that one was great. And I gave away a bottle of champagne, which was $100. So for the feedback you get back from that is huge.
And the more so somebody subscribes, but you might be landing in the promotion or the spam folder for some time unless you're added as a contact. So if you're providing them with some relevant referral of any sort or relevant information, or better yet, they're contacting you already, when you do send that mass email, you'll get a better rating and be more likely to land in their inbox. You'll already be on their contact list.
Yeah.
And you'll have gained that level of trust too, right? Personally in the relationship.
I did a Christmas post and it got 446 people and 63 reactions. So trying, but I've done other posts that you've done as well, where you send something, you're like, I don't know why that didn't get any traction. So it's just seeing what is working and what's not.
And it can be weather dependent, even like more people are online right now. And same when we were locked down for COVID, like digital advertising was never more affordable. We were just crushing our cost per click rates because everyone was online. It was a lot easier to get a big reach. So I have this template. It's derived from a Hootsuite template. And it has your content pillars. All the folks that I know that are crushing it on social media, they're creating these kind of content plans and content pillars. And it just saves your brain energy from having your brain capacity, because you can just look to this and save a lot of information, and then also kind of have it be the filter of like, is this relevant to what my audience is expecting? Or is it not? And then maybe I don't bother, or maybe I experiment and try something, but it lets you have room for that. So you create your business goals, and these can be your general business goals or specific to social media, but mine are to be the go-to agency and key collaborator in Victoria for businesses of all sizes. I want people to come to me first, because this year a lot of people have been coming to me second, and it hasn't worked out for them, but I managed to resolve some issues for some people this year. That feels really good, but I got to get to them first somehow. And then I want 50 businesses booked with me in 2023. So your social media goals should kind of funnel into that, but they can be a roundabout way. I do want to increase my following. I feel like it's kind of a vanity number, right? But I think as a digital marketing agency, I have to put some proof and provide some proof that I know how to grow an audience. So I have a conservative goal there of increasing my following by 25%. But honestly, what I'm more interested in is the conversions. So I want to make sure that my audience is relevant to me. They want to be following me. They're following me, for my content, for my business services, and not just because I'm giving away, I don't know, a prize, a gift card to the Oak Bay Beach Resort or whatever people are doing these days, right? I want them to be potential clients. So that's why I keep it conservative, because I like to look at the conversion rate, and that's what I measure, the percentage, to ensure that my audience is relevant. Because what can happen is I can be like, oh man, I have 2,000 emails registered in my database. And then I think, well, I'm just going to kill it next month with my business. And I won't know. I won't have any idea how many of those people are actual leads. And so if I'm relying on my business and my leads, and I don't know what my future holds, it can be a scary place. But if I know that, I've booked 10 appointments and 50% of those appointments turn into clients of mine, that makes me feel good and lets me know that my business is nice and stable. And so what else is my goal? Yeah, social media to website conversion. So making sure I'm linking to my website, providing lots of relevant content. I've started a blog. I've got a YouTube channel. So I'm going to be sending you to my website a lot more this year coming up. And yeah, then I want new leads. So leads are email subscribers through my social media traffic. And those numbers can be looking at this year's numbers and how high you want to increase it, or they can just be arbitrary, awesome goals that you think you can manage. Yeah. Okay, content pillars. So these are just kind of different types of themes of content. So from me, you're going to see examples of what we do. Our client work, testimonials, and our offerings. So people know what I do. Some people don't. I had somebody ask me to run a paid digital campaign for them last month, kind of last minute, and I couldn't. I don't offer that. I outsource it to very capable teams of people that spend 24/7 managing digital campaigns, and they do a much better job of it. Me solo, I'm an agency. I don't do that. But we can hook you up with the people that can. So I realize I just really need to be clear of what we accomplish, what we do, and kind of narrow down the work that I do offer to make it really clear to people. And then content pillar number 2, what I know. So I just love sharing my knowledge, education, infographics, tips and tricks. People love that stuff. They eat it up, and so do I. And then, so I have this mission to elevate, to leave people feeling elevated, right? So how do I do that? Inspirational quotes, resources for entrepreneurs, and spread positivity and good news, celebrating my clients' successes, right? Just, I go to social media to feel good. And then community engagement. So I've been out and about the last month, and it's been really fun going to women's networking events, and Quench always has cool stuff going on with its members. And I just really want to support creating a vibrant Victoria. I want Victoria to be a vibrant, beautiful place to live. And there's so much happening that is so great. And I just want to help create more of it. So this helps me figure out what what I actually want to be posting to my page. And then I don't have to think about it as often. And then, so cornerstone content. So I do a blog post, I do events like this, I have an e-newsletter, I'll do an in-person networking event, templates and downloads, and portfolio. So all the different types of content. Like one content about the community can be all these different things, can be shared in these, is it 6 different ways? I think it's like 7 touch points between until somebody finally kind of gets the message, they say. So yeah, I need one more. And then social media formats. So these are tactics, the things that you do. So number 1, and it's included in this template, is create a follow and engage list. You can just create a go-to list and spend 30 minutes a week going to your competitors, going to your clients, going to your dreamy clients, your dreamy leads that aren't clients yet, and engaging and connecting with them. I think I got a happy Merry Christmas message from Owen. It was a text that was so sweet. And right, so you can go and engage. You don't have to be just putting out there, right? You can go and actually engage with people, liking what they're like, what they're posting, and your name shows up beside that stuff, and people see you out there. And Instagram and Facebook know you're not a robot. And then we tried it. We did 14 touch points on Instagram for a week, and we did get onto the explore list. So what happens if you do this marathon of 14 touch points a week on Instagram, you will go beyond your follower list and be exposed to new audiences. Client partnerships. Right, so I could collaborate and partner with people and do a giveaway or do a cross promotion. Like Rachel has a great spreadsheet for entrepreneurs looking to manage their finances. And I'm like, isn't that such a great idea to collaborate with my annual marketing plan and do something really great? So we're going to be working on something like that in the new year. But who can you collaborate with? And Julia Lolici and I did a giveaway last Christmas, and I was exposed to her entire audience, and I was getting new followers every couple of minutes for a couple of days straight. It was incredible. So there's lots of opportunity when you collaborate with other successful businesses and expose yourselves to each other's audiences. Quick tip reels. So I'm going to do a quick tip reel on how to make sure your Facebook ad gets approved as a realtor. There's a little button there's a drop down, and then there's a little button that you need to click to make sure you are telling Facebook that you're advertising housing. They just want to make sure that realtors are advertising listings, not general people. And so they refuse anybody that doesn't click that little toggle. But yeah, more of those. I'm excited to create those new ideas pop up during my strategy calls that I love. Would love to do more of those and just have this database of really great tips. Oh yeah, so I talked about collabs and giveaways. So those are really powerful. So, right, Rachel and I are collaborating on like a product offering. And this can be like more giveaways to figure out what I'm going to give away. And business group engagement. So when I'm going to networking events, social business events, all types of things, I'm sharing and connecting with people. I'm following them, they're following me. We're tagging each other in our reels, like just having fun with it and connecting and getting into each other's networks and being active online. So now I just kind of feel like, oh, I have a plan and I know what I need to do. And so every month, I might try and tackle a quarter. We'll see how far I get once I get back to the office. But you can you put your pillars up here. I don't know how to use this computer. And you put some key dates, right? International Women's Day, Valentine's Day, like whatever dates might be relevant to you and your business, you pop it in there. You also want to pay attention to events that maybe you don't want to be taking reach away from, like Day of Truth and Reconciliation. Like there's certain times that you might want to direct the attention to others, and you can do that through your channels. And yeah, it just kind of helps you. Like I don't recommend anyone do paid ads in December unless it's really relevant to your business, because it can be really expensive to get through the noise of everybody else. Yeah, so important dates to keep in mind. And my digital marketing guide has dates listed in it. This is just whatever Hootsuite put in. Yeah, so I can't really scroll around to show you too much. I don't know how to use this computer without popping up this thing. Here we go. But there's a bunch of examples in there, and you can just plan your whole year if you want. And then you can go into the week. I've never gotten this far with mine. I like to go into Heyorka and just put it in there the week ahead. But maybe one day I'll get to the point where I can plan out a few weeks in advance. Especially if you have a big team, that might be more important. And then you just check it every week before you schedule them in. And just to make sure you're not posting something like that might, right? Like maybe your listing actually sold, so you don't want to post about it still being available, or it might just be like not the right thing to post that week based on some kind of news event. So yeah, but you just kind of bank it all in there. And if you have evergreen content, like maybe Owen every spring posts like how to set up your home in springtime, like springtime to-dos, to keep up with home maintenance. And maybe you just post that every year, a few times, all through your different channels. So you just keep those links there. And the general message, and you just end up with this bank of like easy go-to content if you're feeling you're lacking creativity. And this doesn't really show you much. Okay. And then this is just my connection list. Hold on. All right. So this is the gold. This tab right here. You got chestnuts. All right. This is the gold. This is what you want to build out. Number one is your list of your competitors, your dreaming clients, your existing clients. And then you just go back here every week and you engage with a few of them. And it's just really easy for you to remember who to tag in certain posts. And you can click and do some competitive analysis and see what other people are doing, and get inspired for your week ahead, right? Oh, you have a question for tactic number 2. Is it a post, a story, or a reel every day? And it's just 14 touch points. You can do whatever. But your reels are likely to reach beyond your audience, your video content. Because I go down the reel rabbit hole at least once a day, where I'm looking at other people's, like, strangers stuff. And so if you're active on social, you're more likely to get on that explore page. Yeah. Oh, just 5 more minutes, okay, lovey? Yeah. So I hope you guys like this template. I'm gonna give it a whirl. I've given it to a few of my clients already, and they're working with it. But yeah, it's already kind of given me a sense of relief. Just it makes the idea of what to create and content, in terms of content, that much easier. And I'll send you a link. I haven't added it to my website, but I think I'm going to add it to my website as a free download, and I'll send you the link that way. Maybe in my Happy New Year message email. In fact, I can post it here for the people that are here, and just make a copy. Because if you start editing this one, we'll see it. So you just want to make a copy. So I'll share the link with you here. Share. Come on. Make sure you guys can edit. Do you guys like Google Sheets and Google Docs? Are they okay?
Yeah, they're good.
Trying to think if I need to provide it in a different way. All right, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for so much awesome content from me this year? How do you feel about what you're going to tackle this 2023 in terms of social? Sounds like you're ready. It sounds like you're already rocking with some great leads. So you got some nurturing to do. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, the planner is really helpful. And I use HeyOrca. I'm considering using Hootsuite as another one. I tried later, but there's some kind of feature that HeyOrca the calendar view. HeyOrca has this calendar view that's really good. Maybe I'll feature that next month. Do you guys have any ideas of?
Later has some restrictions. If you're a creator account, they can't post, which is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you have to be a business account to be able to direct schedule. Same with HeyOrca. You can switch out, but then you have to re-authenticate. But yeah, it's a pain, and maybe they'll get with the program one of these days. And
too many restrictions with that business one.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like you want to have the good music, but then you want to be able to direct post. So that's probably consistent. I don't know if there is a scheduler that that is able to get around that. But so far I haven't found one. Yeah. So you're pretty much ready to go. We've got lots of planning to do, lots of work um, to get done, and then to make the rest of the year easier for us. Do you have any suggestions for 2023 digital marketing happy hour themes? Is there anything you want to learn more about? I think about that. Oh, Owen's got to go. Yes, we'll chat in the new year, Owen. See you later. How about you, Rachel? Maybe you just get to pick the benefits of paid platforms. Like, what is a platform? Google Ads, Instagram, Facebook. And maybe like when should you use the various channels? Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, maybe we go into the Google Ads a little bit more. I talk a lot about social media, but maybe I talk about the various Google Ads. That sounds like a really great plan. Okay, so if you're not signed up to my e-newsletter to get invites to Digital Marketing Happy Hour, and I just send an email maybe once a month with whatever's going on with my business, what's new templates, useful stuff. So you go to swankcreative.com/sign up and you'll get all the gifts. And thank you so much to everyone who was able to join me today. And cheers. I didn't end up drinking my wine, but I'm gonna go have some now. And Gavin wants to say bye too. Oh, no, he just wants more chestnuts. All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your holiday. See you in the new year.